Hey everyone, and welcome back to another sneaker review with me. Again, it's another sneaker from my collection that I wanted to share with you guys that can finally get the spotlight. But I'm sure if you're into streetwear and fashion, you definitely won't be unfamiliar with this brand, and you'll definitely know why this sneaker is one of the most hyped collaborations to date. So before we get started, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help a lot. A big percentage of you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet. Hi, how you doing? So if you haven't yet, leave a like on this video. If you like this type of content, that's what the like button's for, and I hope you consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help a lot. Please and thank you. So without further ado, let's jump right into my review and honest opinions on the Comme Garcon shirts Supreme collaboration on the Nike Air Force One. This sneaker first released as part of the fall-winter line in 2018 between, once again, two of the biggest names in streetwear and fashion. With the simple yet original urban aesthetics, punk rock, hip-hop inspired skateboarding brand Supreme, and the avant-garde, unconventional, and sought-after luxury stylings of Comme des Garçons, it was definitely a no-brainer for them to collab on such a classic silhouette such as the Nike Air Force One. This sneaker is very simple. You have the black upper made of premium tumbled leather. It's high quality and very soft to the touch. The sneaker comes with black flat laces that cover the tumbled leather tongue with the Nike Air Force One tag up top. On the back of that tag, you also have Comme des Garçons shirts and Supreme written on it. On the bottom of the flat laces, you have a metal lace tag with AF1 Supreme engraved into it. The insole of the shoe has Nike Air Force One, Comme des Garçons shirts, and Supreme written in white. And the whole upper sits on top of a classic white Nike Air rubber midsole and black rubber outsole. Of course, I left the best details for last. On the heel of the sneaker, you have the Nike Air logo embroidered in white. Below that, you have Comme des Garçons shirts and Supreme printed in white. And the final touch that stands out the most, of course, is the Nike swoosh cut in the middle and misaligned on both sides of the sneaker. The sneaker, I believe, does fit true to size. I have tried other Air Force Ones before. This one in particular pretty much fits the same as other Air Force Ones that I've tried on, with a special something that I'll get to in a bit. But as always, being that the Air Force One is a staple silhouette in all Nike stores, I would always recommend that you go try one on first in a different colorway before copying this one. And like I mentioned in my previous review on the Adidas Dragon Ball Z Son Gokus, this was actually the second shoe that I bought at the same time as those shoes from Big Mike Sneak, so big shout out to him. Now originally I only wanted to get the Gokus, but when he offered to sell the Gokus and these Air Force Ones at such a steal price, I just couldn't say no. I'll be honest, at the time I was very hesitant to get a pair of Air Force Ones because number one, if you guys know me, I'm not a big fan of Air Jordan 1s, Nike Dunks, because they're not the most comfortable sneaker in the world, and the Air Force Ones are pretty much on that list as well. Usually for those silhouettes, I'd have to go up half a size or even a full size just to get a comfortable fit on the sneaker. But to my surprise, this one was an exception. I swear to you, when I met up with Big Mike at a nearby Tim Hortons, I went into the bathroom to try on the sneakers because I didn't want to just flaunt my big ass feet in the middle of Tim Hortons. The Gokus, I already knew what I was getting for sure. Very soft, very comfortable. I wasn't expecting anything less. But when I tried this pair on, it did nothing short but blow my mind. These are extremely comfortable for a pair of Air Force Ones. My brother Adrian has another pair which was just a general release, and those are pretty much borderline what I feel on Air Jordan 1s in Dunks. Very stiff, not really flexible. I always get a pinching pain on the outer part of my foot, and I could barely walk in them in some days. The moment that I put these on foot, I didn't take them off anymore. I walked out of the Tim Hortons bathroom wearing them. I want to say that it's the premium leather of the upper that it's not as tight as regular Air Jordan 1s or Air Force 1s because it's super soft, high quality, plush. It just made them feel great on foot. And like I mentioned previously, this is still the classic rubber midsole and outsole that they use on every other Air Force One out there, which really doesn't help in explaining why these are so comfortable on foot. Now, they're not up there in the fluffy cloud level like Nike React or Adidas Boost, but definitely I've worn these more than enough times to know that I can walk all day with them no problem. Again, it's comfort over everything for me, and these pass my list. But still, just looking at the sneaker, how can you not love it? It's elegant, it's sleek, it's so easy to wear and style. Not to mention, it's a collaboration between two of the biggest names in streetwear and fashion. It's definitely a sneaker that if you weren't in the know, you'd just be like, oh, that's a nice pair of sneakers. But if you do know, if you know, you know, if you are familiar with it and you know what's up, it's definitely a head turner. It really was a pleasant surprise, and I was so happy that I jumped on the deal because like I mentioned in my first sneaker stream, these definitely broke top 5 of my most comfortable sneakers in my collection. I mean, what's not to love about this sneaker? Comfortable, easy to rock. The attention to detail, although very subtle, is definitely on point. So if you yourself are looking for some low-key fire, definitely look no further than the Comme de Garcon Shirt Supreme collaboration on the Nike Air Force One. And that is it for my review. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. I love conversing with you guys there. Follow me on Instagram at @AbiPeralta. I'm a bit more personal there. I post stories almost every day, and I post there when I have a new YouTube video out, so that's one way to get notified. Other than, of course, subscribing, guys, it really does help a lot. And check out the other videos on my channel. As the banner says, I have anything and everything in between on there. And that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Bye, guys. We'll be right back.